Hi, good morning everyone. This is Zar, your host, and for today's video, we are going to talk about how COVID-19 reshaped real estate behaviors in Philippine business districts. Okay, so before we proceed to the actual video, I would like to remind you all, please do not forget to like, share, subscribe, and hit the bell button for more real estate updates. Okay, so to make it easier for you guys, I would like to divide our topic into three parts, namely the main observation, the assumption, and of course, the conclusion. Okay, so fluctuating trend in Philippine business districts started during the fourth quarter of 2020. And then office rents had gone down by 17%, mainly because of the decrease of office transactions, mostly on business across business sectors, even to those skyrocketing cities, which are Makati and BGC. So these terminations happened a lot. That's why the number of vacant offices were increased. So let me give you an example. We all know how Pogo, or the Philippine offshore gaming operator, worked so well here in the Philippines last year. Same thing with KPO and BPO, which actually experienced a reduction of 70 to 71%. So these sample industries fell down so hard when COVID-19 happened. Certain condominium buildings, especially in Pasay, Manila, Makati, Quezon City, used to be full of tenants, and establishments used to be loaded until COVID happened, and then now these places are almost vacant. There was also a study from Colliers International that actually shows an observation of an uptick office absorptions that provide essential services. So most of the traditional companies that fell into these categories, especially the e-commerce, telecommunications, logistics, and healthcare, actually tried their best to adopt the situation and actually came up with a solution for the sake of the company and their employees. Okay, so next will be the assumptions based on the data. So there is this sort of unrealized social bubble behavior. Okay, so the idea of social bubbles is based on New Zealand's model of household bubbles. So what does this mean? This is a certain exclusive social group wherein they are allowed to socialize or to meet amid the pandemic. According to a study published in June 2020, an article called Social Network-Based Distancing Strategies to Flatten the COVID-19 Curve in a Post-Lockdown World, a strategic way to keep the COVID-19 curve flat is actually to adopt the idea of social bubbles. This has been adopted by multiple firms in the Central Business District across the Philippines as a solution to the challenges imposed by COVID-19 pandemic. So due to the various quarantine measures or protocols imposed by the governments around the world, certain industries have been much more affected than the others. So because of this, certain companies tried their best to explore innovative solutions to overcome the negative implications of this crisis. Like certain companies actually get condominiums or dorms for their employees to share. So these will actually help their employees to reduce the risk of getting infected from COVID-19, especially during their travel time. In addition to that, we all know how COVID-19 greatly affected our transportation system as well. So as you can see from diagram A, where employees came from different cities, which actually provides greater risk of COVID infection. And once this happened, business operation would be greatly affected as well. Worst case scenario, they will halt their business operations. Meanwhile, in diagram B, those companies with expanded office or housing for their employees has minimal potential COVID cross-infection, so outcome would be optimized business operations. So this type of behavior has also been observed not only in the business districts but also in the local community across Metro Manila. So one proof is the increased use of Facebook community for the good exchange. And then other one is the increased use of e-commerce mobile apps usage for convenience due to travel restrictions. So some of the examples here are Grab Food, the Grab Padelay, the Food Panda, and etc. Alright, so for our conclusion, there will be a continual rise in demand for offices this year, as well as the spaces that could prove beneficial to supporting localized community behavior. Demand for residential places in Makati also showed progress in the latter half of 2020. Also, interest in real estate investments recovers now. So as you can see, guys, despite of all the challenges posed by this pandemic, amazingly enough, with the rise of the new normal, we have constantly been adopting and learning how to navigate around these challenges and have created new, innovative ways on how we could boost productivity and the overall performance in every aspect of the real estate industry. Further solidifying the old saying by Franklin D. Roosevelt that real estate cannot be lost or stolen, nor can it be carried away. Purchased with common sense, paid for in full, and managed with reasonable care, it is about the safest investment in the world.